Hi, this is Kannan. So I'm working as a wireless engineer in DNAC, Cisco DNA Center. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate you how the user roles are defined in Cisco DNA Center. So while installing Cisco DNA Center, you will come up with the role super admin. So whatever username you have defined while installation, you need to log in with that defined username password. So once you logged into the DNA Center, you click here system, then system settings. So DNAC has three different roles, user roles. One is super admin role, then network administrator role, then another is observer role. So observer role is read only role. So only you can read the data what is there existing in the DNA center. So super admin has the role to configure and monitor everything in Cisco DNA center. So administrator role has restricted access to backup and restore and system settings operations. So you will see how these roles are clearly defined in Cisco DNA Center. So if you want to change your new password, you can come in here, change your password. So each user, the super admin role, can change only his user password. So he cannot change other network administrator's role. So he need to delete the user and re-add it. So he cannot see the user password also of any other users. So he can only change his password. So other users, if you want to define, you need to create a new one by deleting the older one. So here I created already created two roles, network admin role and observer role. So observer role is clearly the read only user role. Network admin is those who are not restricted to the backup restore system settings. Super admin role has every settings. So when you click here role based access control, you can see how many users are that particular roles. So I have one super admin role, one I have a network admin role, one I have an observer role. So suppose you want to export this one, you can click here and it will be exported in the CSV file. So it will show only that username and what is his first name and last name, what is his role. Suppose you want to search any user, you can use this option to search, and you can use filter by the role also. This comes in handy if you want to select a particular user by role or by name. If you want to clear the filter, you can click here and filter. There is a sorting option also available here. You can click here and sort by the options also. So suppose you want to add a new user, you can click here. If you want to give a particular name, you can give the name so which role you want to define. So you will see the telemetry admin role and telemetry client role. If you select that role and try to save it, just it will show the options, but you will not able to save the option. So this will be used to use the system settings on this CLI of the Cisco DNA Center. So I can give here this observer role. If you want to see the password, you can click here and see the password. If you want to cancel the operation, you can click here to cancel the operation here. Save. So this role got created. So if you go back here, you will see this two observer role and see details. You can see the details here. You are the two users. You already have one user called Kannan, another name called Ramo also present here. Suppose you want to manage the users, it will come with a filter option of you have those who have that observer role. Similarly, you can create for a super admin role, network administrator role here. So I can click here. So these users created are authenticated locally in the DNAC. So it will check the users exist in the DNAC, then it will be authenticated. Suppose you want to do the external authentication here. So you need to add this servers here. So AAA servers you need to add here. So already I have added here. So it will show up here. So we will cover how to do the external authentication in another video. So now I am taking only this local authentication here based on the user roles. So here you will see the two users called Ram and Jay already present here. So I am already in the super admin role. So I have access to every pages and I can create any configurations also. So click here to sign out. So I have whatever user I have created just now, I'm able to authenticate to that using that username password successfully. It will show here welcome Ramu Shah. So this user has the only other observer role. So you don't see the add buttons here. So only you see the view buttons here. So you can just view the whatever that existing configurations here. You can just click here and view. So he don't have the right to add any configuration on the DNAC. So the observer's role is only for that reading the data here and monitoring the network, what's happening in the networks using the Cisco DNAC center. So the user management, he can see only he can change his password. So he has couple of restrictions on the whatever there's features available for his the observer to do. So there is no, he cannot configure anything here also. So this is basically a role to monitor the network. So it's mainly used for monitoring. So this J user has a network administrator. He can able to configure the features available in the Cisco DNS center. So, but he is not able to do the system settings activities like backup and restore. He is restricted to do it. So only the super admin user has the restriction to do it. To go her system settings page. So he also able to change his own password here in settings page. So you can see he has a lot of options to configure. He can add this AAA servers here, and he can create a wireless SSID, guest SSIDs, interfaces. So you'll see here the add buttons here. So it's available for the network administrator. He has all the rights to do that. So using the Cisco DNA Center, you can give various access to your various network administrators and monitors to monitor the networks, what's happening in the Cisco DNA Center. So you can define a particular role to every administrators in your company also. So this way, you can define the roles in the Cisco DNA Center. So I will log out and log in as a super admin role. So you see here the options available for that software updates and backup restore. These options are not available when you are in this network administrator role. So you see here these are the major difference between these network administrators and super admin role. So you click here users. Suppose you want to delete the user here, you can come up and delete the user here. Are you sure you want to delete the role here? You can say yes. Can you delete the role here? Suppose you want to edit here. See, like I said before, you cannot change the password. There is no visible here to change the password here. You can only change the roles, already defined roles to that user. So we will come up with the other videos how to authenticate the Cisco DNA Center using the AAA servers. So you can authenticate rather than using external server than the local authentication. So we are ready to help you. If you have any doubts, you can get back to us. Thank you.